And then, normally if someone... Sorry. Right, so this girl was coerced. She was the last person in our class to take that job, that fucking poison. Excuse me for posting, but I'm worried about it. Right. 23,000 excess mortality in this country, lads, since they rolled out with that job. And they're all responsible for it. And I want to see every one of them involved in it from top to bottom, including them fucking scumbags and that doll getting taken down for it. The only thing that's going to sort this, lads, for me, is Nuremberg 2.0, nothing else to do, okay? I want to see everyone involved in this from top to bottom swinging. I want to see them swinging. I don't care who bleeding thinks what, alright? If you don't sort this out, they're going to do it again. And do it again, alright? Lads, some of us have been on the road for the last few years and now that we've taken an awful lot of hits off this government. And we paved the way and made it easier for other people to come after us, right? I take that off these every day of the week. Everything I do is for my family and for my children and for their children, alright? And for their God-given birthright, okay? I'll say one more thing, and always remember it. There's not a guard, there's not a judge, there's not a politician above you in this world. The only one above you in this world is God, alright? An absolute scumbag player. You must be embarrassed for yourselves that he's from Cork, that Meeho man, right? I'm going to say a lot of people to Meeho, right? You can't use mountains. You haven't even shown your fucking teacher. You don't expose you.
Filming the crowd in general right now.
Mother-in-law's down there to raise it. She's one of the best supporters. She's absolutely love, right? This whole movement is based on love, right? It's based on love of country, God, family, their children and their futures. That's it, alright? There's no hate here, okay? And one more thing, we must be making tomorrow. Would you do something? She's got to kill you when you go home, right? You do it all right, stands reality. I would put me anywhere in the life only fella. I absolutely adore the Grinch as well, so do us a favour, sing a happy birthday for tomorrow, will you? Alright?
Tell me all wishes. I'm going to tell you why he's a legend, why he's fighting for the boys.
Right on. Thanks, guys.
Lady from Kerry. She's not afraid to take on anyone, especially the heavy hitters. Can I give it up, everyone, for Michelle Keane? Neighbours, people of Ireland, and the proud people of the People's Republic of Cork. From Knocknagoshire, a mother, an ordinary Irish woman just like you, stand here before you today, not in anger, but in unity, calling on every single one of you to rise for the common purpose. An Ireland free, an Ireland independent, an Ireland no longer ruled by Brussels or by this failed, cobbled together government. Call me a failed politician if it suits the headlines or the narrative. But I say this, please, let's save our country, Cork. I was jailed unlawfully for 4 days to Limerick prison a week before Christmas, a mother of two, by the Irish so-called Free State. Why known criminals, rapists, paedophiles and murderers walk our streets freely and given a new identity, prisoner 125204. And why? because I spoke out and told the truth. I told the truth. Because I dared to challenge them, the system. But they forgot one thing. They can jail me. They can even try and silence Michelle Keane. But they will never defeat the Irish people. To Micheál Martin, that traitor who called us mongrels! We do not bow to Simon Harris. We do not bow to the unelected bureaucrats in Europe, in Brussels. We do not answer to globalist suits in silence. Even voices in the dawn, like Michael Healy-Rae and his political elites, have all tried to silence me. So I say to Michael Healy-Rae and his elites, let them jail me again. Let them jail me again. But I ask you, Cork, the rebel county, if they shut me up, will you rise up in my place? Our country needs one thing: unity! I focus on one horizon, an Ireland that is free, sovereign, and belongs to its Irish people! Yes! Not to the elites, not to the bankers or wankers of this country! Not to the coalitions made in back rooms with Micheál Martin and this cobbled-together Irish government! This country does not belong to these traitors, Micheál Martin and Simon Harris. It does not belong to these people inside Dáil Éireann and the insiders in Dublin. It belongs to you, the working people, and don't ever forget it, and don't ever let them silence you and think it otherwise. Let us remember the people who bled for this land. Michael Collins, Tom Barry, Liam Lynch, Thomas McCurtain, Sean Moylan, Sean Egerty, Terence McSweeney, Dan Murphy, the blacksmith volunteer that came from Knocknagoshel, and his brother John Coffey Murphy, Countess Markovich, Ava De Valera, and the common women that died for what these traitors are doing to this country now. These people died in vain. They fought for a free republic. Now, folks, the Cork rebel county and the people of Éire, it's our turn now. If it takes peaceful resistance to reclaim this nation, we will rise. We will rise. If it takes truth and courage, we will answer. Yes, we will answer. I saw it myself on election night as a presiding officer in Turin Cahill polling station, tore out ballot papers right in front of me while a polling clerk looked idly on. And I will prove this injustice in the high courts in Ireland. To the men and the women of Ireland, I say, turn back now. It's not too late. Let us claim our republic for the people, by the people, and led by the people. Now to the rising voices of Irish women, I say, now here is a chance for our women. Take it as a compliment that your voices are rising, louder, stronger, prouder every day. They said our goals were too high. They said we were divided, but they were wrong. Some days are just days, but there are days like this one. A day history will remember. Because we refused to sit on the sidelines, because we stood up and said, not our country, not today. If we have the courage to fight, to change, to rise, then we must remember this. This Irish Republic was established by the Irish people, and it can only be established by the Irish people. So I ask you, are you ready? Are you ready to stand up for your country, for your children? Because when ordinary Irish people stand together, we do extraordinary things. God, Neil Morgan, chuck it out!
Before I call on the next speaker, can I just put the word out? My wife and children are out there somewhere. I lost you along the way. So can you make it up towards the stage, sweetheart? Because I can't see you. The next speaker is Jordan from the National Party of Cork. Now, Jordan, are you here?
National Party of traitors!
How's it going, everyone? My name's Jordan Crowley and I'm from the National Party here in Cork. I want to start off by saying thank you all for coming out and standing here with us today. And not just for us up here either, and not just for this movement, but for something deeper, something older, something nearly buried. You didn't come today to be entertained. You didn't come to wave a sign or shout at the sky. You came because you know something in this country is dying. Not all at once, not with a bang, but system by system, voice by voice, lie by lie. They tell us everything's fine, that the economy is growing, that all the diversity is enriching, that we should be grateful to live in this modern Ireland. But look around and ask yourself, is this the type of functional nation we want to live in? A nation where your child is priced out of owning a home in the town they grew up in. A nation where your wage doesn't cover your rent, where your people are told to sit down and shut up while the government hands over your future to strangers. And they expect you to accept it, to watch it all disappear and say nothing. But here's what they didn't count on. We're still fucking here! The ones who remember how it's supposed to be. The ones who won't apologise for wanting to live in a country that serves its own people. The ones who never forgot that Ireland is not just America, not just a location, but a legacy, a people, a duty, a home. And for too long the decent people of this nation have been too polite, too patient and too afraid to say what they see. But I'm saying, this is not your fault. You didn't fail your country failed you. Your leaders sold you out. Your media lied to you, your future was stolen and cut up and ended up like spoils while you were told to be quiet and behave. They sold your homes to foreign investment funds. They packed your hospitals with foreign staff while driving Irish doctors and nurses out. They've rewritten laws to silence you and stifle opposition, all in the name of inclusion. They don't fix what they break. They bury it, and then they bury you, under slogans, under shame, under numbers and names that don't mean anything anymore. I know they want you to believe that nothing can be done, that it's too late, that Ireland has to be shared with the world until there's nothing Irish left in it. But that is a lie. It's always been a lie, and the people in this crowd and the people watching from home know it. They are afraid, not of any of us, but of what we represent. Memory, conviction, the refusal to surrender. They needed us fragmented, they needed us ashamed, they needed us to believe we were alone so they could rule over us without any resistance. But we are not alone and we are not going anywhere. And today I want every man and woman listening to understand this. You do not need permission to stand up. You do not need to be an expert. You do not need to wait for the media to say it's okay. You just need to remember who you are and decide you've had enough. We don't need to burn anything. We don't need to riot. We need to rebuild from the ground up, street by street, home by home, family by family. Because there is no cavalry coming to save us. There is no saviour from the mainstream. There's only us, the forgotten people of this country, the working man, the mother pushed to the side, the youth who see our future here, the granddad looking out the window of the country they don't recognise anymore. We are what remains, and what remains is more than enough to start again. Ireland doesn't belong to to Brussels. It doesn't belong to the NGOs. It doesn't belong to the landlords. It belongs to the Irish people. It always has. It always has, and it always will. So long as we are willing to stand up and defend it. So for those out there who would spit on the sacrifice of our ancestors, who would betray their legacy, let them hear us now. This is our land. This is our home. This is our future. Our hopes, our dreams, our ancestors, our legacy. This is our Ireland, and it always will be. From now until the end of time, so long as the wind blows over our fields and the rivers flow from our mountain tops, so long as there's a single blade of fucking grass left on this island, and a single Irishman or woman willing to stand up and defend it, they will never win.
Wow, lads, there's passion. Wow, oh my God. Get them out. Traitors in the government. Get them out. Get them out. Hey lads, I'm calling another speaker. We have Maliki Stevenson from Dublin inner city. Lads, I can't believe the amount of you that is here today. It's absolutely amazing! Up Cork! Up Cork! The Rebel County! Welcome, Maliki.
You're all right on that? It's fabulous to be here today in the Rebel County. And as I look across the crowd, from the ground you can't actually see how big it is, but from here you can. And look at the sea of tricolours. That one flag is what petrifies the political class in this country. When they saw in April in Dublin the sea of tricolours, they were petrified. Don't mind what they say. They are concerned and shocked at the level that this movement has risen to. In less than 2.5 years, we have brought this from a couple of people in East Wall to the numbers that are here today, the 50,000 in Dublin a couple of weeks ago, and the double that figure that will be in Dublin on the 22nd of June. When people say to you, what do these rallies achieve? Why do we bother?
Unity.
These are done for a number of reasons, and you can see the way the movement grows through these rallies. It gives confidence to people who know what's the right thing to say and do, but are afraid to come out. When they see the numbers that are out, they will come out, and more people are realising what's going on in this country. And I'm glad to come down here to Cork, the Rebel County, the home of the so-called Taoiseach in this country. And let me send a very clear message to Micheál Martin. We are not the mongrels. We are thoroughbreds. And we will take this nation back from the political class who are beholden to the international world. We don't care what Brussels says. We are going to take this country and run it for the benefit of its people. The only thing the political class are capable and good at in this country is waiting lists and failures. I'm sure some of you watched, or at least heard about it and watched it later, because I'm sure most of you don't watch RTE at the best of times. But the programme into the nursing homes. Remember, these are the nursing homes that they sent people out of hospitals in a number of years ago and left them to die.
20 years from Lee's Cross, when we were told the very same thing about a nursing home a couple of miles from the one that they exposed the other night. Nothing has changed. We have more regulations. We have more people employed to inspect. What are they inspecting? We're told that in the children's hospitals, that hundreds of children who shouldn't have had hip operations had them. How can that happen in a so-called developed world? This government and the entire political class, the 33,000 NGOs, the €6.5 billion they get, their time is coming to an end. And we will take back power in this people through a peaceful movement. We don't need guns or bombs. We are doing this by the mobilisation of tens of thousands of people. Since the rally in Dublin on the 26th of April, there have been protests every day somewhere in this country. We saw the people in Saggart the other day taking a new tactic of driving around slowly to slow down traffic. It's that type of peaceful action that we will be taking. And in the coming months, when a new movement is launched, when a new attempt to bring this forward through unity and to bring all of our people with us to take back this nation. And none of us here who are involved in this are doing this for ourselves. We have nothing personally to gain other than the saving of our nation. We are doing it for our children, our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren. When we say we want to make Ireland great again, the left come out with their usual slogans. Oh, is that when the church ran the place? Is that when we had industrial schools and mother and baby homes? No, it's when we were able to walk our streets safely. It's when we were able to buy a house or get a social house. It was when we could get medical treatment when we needed it. That's the Ireland we want. When our children could go to school and get an education and not get indoctrinated into woke liberalism. That's the type of Ireland we want. The Ireland set out in the Proclamation of 1916 and set out so clearly there that we will cherish the children of our nation equally. And this is our nation. And we will be taking it back. God ameen Mohammed. And we'll see you all in Dublin on the 22nd.
Fantastic, Maliki, as always. Thank you so much. Well, we saved the best to last. Our very own Cork-born Derek Bly. This man has been annihilated, his name slated and dragged through the mud, and he has done this for the benefit of us, the Irish people. He has been boots on the ground for years, and I wouldn't be here today fighting the good fight if not for him, as he was an inspiration to me, and I thank you for that, Derek. So can I get a big round of applause, please, for Derek Bly?
3 years ago, we stood here in Cork, up at the Grand Parade, in our hundreds. Today, we stand here in our thousands. We stand here to tell the government enough with your failed housing policy. Enough with your failed healthcare policy. Enough with your failed immigration policy. I could stand here all day listing the failures of Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael and the fake opposition. diaspora, I say this. Us nationalists hear you. Us nationalists see you. And us nationalists want to give you a homeland to return to. This country has suffered the incompetency of Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael for over 100 years. This Gambinoism politics has brought Ireland from freedom and independence to today's Ireland, where we are led by young global leaders. Do you hear me, Veronica? These people focus on putting diversity first. They want to put climate first. They want to put the foreigner first. What counts in my heart and soul is to put the Irish first. Rome was not built in a day, and it took 100 years of Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael to put us here, and we're not going to fix it in a day. But we are going to boot this cronyism and corruption out of this country once and for all. Get them out! 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 Us nationalists started out as a minority. On parade we had 600 people. Different story here today. Day by day, the seeds we sow, protest by protest, our numbers grow. The time has come for this government to go. The government's biggest fear is we the people. Why? Because we stand here as many and they stand here as few. As we nationalists unite, it sends shivers down the backs of those spineless traitors to Ireland. So in closing, I ask every true nationalist to feel the weight of our forefathers' hands upon our shoulders. I ask every true nationalist to feel our forefathers' heart's rhythm within your heart. And I ask every true nationalist to feel the strain of our forefathers' sacrifices in our minds. We are the custodians of this glorious land. We are the custodians of this blood-stained soil. And we are not going to allow EU bureaucrats and paper pushers in the door to give our country away. God willing, someday we will meet our patriot dead in heaven. And when we do, we can look them and God straight in the eye and say that we put Ireland first. God bless Ireland and God bless every one of you. Why are we doing it? What's the point? We do it so we can get you here, so we can tell you how we're going to fix it. For far too long, decisions that shape our lives have been made without us. Policies are being pushed on our communities without our consent, without debate, and without democratic approval. Sometimes with the violent oppression has not been seen since we were a British colony. That ends today. Because we are launching a nationwide movement, a constitutional call. We demand a national referenda on issues that determine our future. Immigration, asylum, housing, citizenship, neutrality, and freedom of speech. But we are calling for something that's long overdue. The restoration of Article 48, which gave us, the people, the right to trigger a referendum on national issues. That was taken away from us. We are demanding it be returned. Because our republic is not just about ticking boxes. It's about you, the people, having the final say.
Don't give them 40 more years! Get them out! Get them out!
So what is it? This is all we ask. This is all we ask you. Go to your phones. Go to www.ourpetitions.ie. Choose which petition you want to support, or choose them all. One name, one email. That's it. No address required. 20 seconds of your day. That's all it takes. I want a vote. I want a voice. I want my country back. Then share it. Share it with everybody you know on social media, on the street, in the pub, everywhere. Let's spread this far and wide. There is a QR code on the leaflets. We have them here. Take them, pass them around. We want 75,000 signatures. We will then present those signatures to Dawn Aaron. We are going to make it impossible for them to refuse it. This is not just a petition. This is a line in the sand. This is a message to Leinster House that we want our voices heard. You govern by the will of the people, and the people demand to be heard. We are not asking for permission. We are exercising our right, and we are reclaiming our place in this republic as sovereign citizens, not silent victims. I want everybody to get a leaflet today, and I want everybody to go to ourpetitions.ie and have your say in the future of your country. And in closing, I'm going to get this national hero, Darren McGovern, to sing us out. How's it going, folks? I'm going to sing one little song. I want every man, woman and child to join in and sing that song so that the animals in Dolearan know that we're here, because we are not going away. God save Ireland, said the heroes. God save Ireland, said they all. Whether on the scaffold high or the battlefield we die, oh, what not the end for Ireland dare we fall. High upon the gallows tree, so a noble-hearted tree, with the vengeful tyrants stricken in their bloom. And they met them face to face with the courage of their race, and they went with swords undaunted to their doom. Sing it! And God save Ireland, said the heroes. God save Ireland, said they all. And whether on the scaffold high or the battlefield we die, oh, what not the end for Ireland dare we fall. Up the rugged stairs rang their voices out in prayer, with an English fatal cord around them cast. Behind the gallows tree, like brothers lovingly, with hope and faith and freedom to the last. What do they say? God save Ireland, save the Lord! God save Ireland, save the Lord! Beautiful! Whether on the scaffold high or the battlefield we die, oh, what not the end for Ireland do we? Alicia Corja! God save Ireland, save the beautiful! God save Ireland, say they all. And whether on the scaffold high or the battlefield we die, oh, what not the end for Ireland do we fall. Oh, what not the end for Ireland do we fall. Okay. This song that he wrote as a message from the nationalist people. And I wrote this song as a message to the traitors in the Dáil. I have been living a life when what was told. I was raised good and taught not to be bold, but there's only so much a man can hold before he's forced to lose total control. Living in Ireland, with an honest heart and soul. The TD's up in Dublin, they all think that they have total control. Well, here's what I know, you haven't a clue, because the nationalists are coming for you. So you better step back, and this is true. All belongs to me and you. Living in a homeland, united we stand against the forces of evil from the EU, the WEF, and all our clan. You have your foot on our chest, you're trotting us down, you're putting our people 6 feet in the ground. You created a monster in every village and town, and it's coming to tear this government down. And you can call us names, wrong as far right. The people of Ireland, we don't give a shite, cause we're a big strong men who aren't afraid to fight. To put Ireland first, to do what's right. I wish the mainstream media would tell the truth about the missing children and all the abuse. We ministers and coppers and agency men created cover-ups for the pedo friends. Living in Ireland, heart and soul. The TD's up in Dublin, they all think that they have total control. Well, here's what I know, You haven't a clue because the nationalist movement is coming for you, so you better step back. And this is true, because Ireland belongs to me and you. This is not our land. It's not the Ireland that we knew. We're new neighbour, and I knew you. What was it for? What did we do to have the government hate me and you? Now the game is up, it's at the end. The people of Ireland are making amends. We're going to take Ireland back to what's right, and we're not afraid of a fucking good fight. And I mean that, living in my land. I wear an honest heart and soul. The TV's up in Dublin, they all think that they have total control. Well, here's what I know. It's having a clue. The nationalist movement is coming for you, so you better step back, because this is true. Ireland belongs to me and you! I've been living my life, doing what I was told. I was raised good and taught not to be bold. But for how long? Gentlemen, thank you. Thank you, darling. That was a blinder. Lads, thank you so much for coming out today. What a crowd. What a singer. What a lineup of speeches. Thanks to the organisers. Thanks to everybody who helped me. Thanks to Ivan. Thanks to everybody. And I can't list you all, there's too many. Lads, June 22nd, we'll be in Dublin again. We are building to something bigger and something better, so keep coming out. Thank you so much.